Welcome back everybody, and not even a full month from Kamigawa do we get our first sneak peek for the April set release for Streets of New Capenna. This is a new plane that we're going into, so we've never been here before, but we do have a bit of history that they're giving us, as well as a little bit of details about what we can expect from this set in terms of the types of cards that we'll see. But most excitedly right now, since they're just pre-beats, we get to see a little bit of the story behind the set. So what they told us first was that this was a city that has been founded by angels, but is now ruled by 5 demon lord families. And they give us a little bit of information about each one of these families, and they give us a symbol for each one, their sort of faction emblem. So we have the Obscura, which is the white, blue, black mixed deck for the family, which are wizards and mages that use illusions to trick other people into believing what they need them to believe, and they use that as sort of a stealth mechanic. So we maybe can see a lot more of instants and sorceries through that maybe, but the idea behind it is that they are the elusive family. We then have a family of vampires. They're called the Maestros. They're the blue, black, red, and the vampires are high on nobility, so they only like the finer things in life is the idea behind them, but they're willing to kill, do whatever they have to get that, according to what we've heard so far. We've also heard of the Riveteers, which is the black, red, green. We've been given their emblem, which is essentially an anvil and hammer mixed together. Looks really cool. These are the brute force family, and they're skilled in demolition and construction. And I imagine they're also the just the big guys. I can imagine these being the ogres and giants. Then we have the Cavalry family, which is the red, green, white. We were told that these are essentially druids and fairy type people. They're magical beings who throw out these crazy families, that parties that everyone wants to go to. And at these parties, all kinds of things happen, is what we're told. So you want to go to these parties, but also they end up being in a lot of ways disastrous, while also that being a success for this family. It seems like this is more of the irresponsible part, like Las Vegas-esque stuff we're gonna see from this set. And then finally, the last family we've heard from, the final family in the set, the Brokers. They're the green, white, blue members of this, and they seem to be the cult. So they run all the legal stuff behind the scenes. Their emblem is what appears to be an eagle. They believe that they're the ones who have to maintain order, and they have to do a lot of things behind the scene. Otherwise, something really, really bad is going to happen. It wasn't entirely clear what they believe will happen. Essentially, maybe the end of their plane of existence or something that they're stopping from rising up. So I'd be very interested to hear about that, whether it's true or whether it's just a cult following. But knowing Wizards of the Coast and Magic the Gathering, I have to imagine that there's some big bad that they're trying to keep from being unleashed, and that would be something great to see in the set. So those are the families that we've heard from. They also showed us a few other really cool things, which is the TriColor Lands that we'll be seeing return to the Magic the Gathering. Each one being themed for the family that they're meant to go into that deck. So, and they've got really good arts too. We have the garden, the tower, headquarters, lounge, and proving ground. Each one, again, associated with the family, providing the colors that you need, but also having the cycling ability so you can discard it with the mana cost for cycling and get to draw a card. They also showed us some other really nice lands. You'll see that these lands are just full art lands that they showed us. They look absolutely gorgeous, and I'm excited to see them. They showed us the skyscraper treated lands as well. So these are the TriColor Lands, but with no border. They're just like, you can see the full art on the card. So they're the same lands that we just talked about, but they just look even better. They also showed us the emblem or the set symbol for this, which is just it is very thematic for this set. They're brass knuckles with angel wings on the side, which just says everything you need to know about this set. I'm very excited about that. And then they also give us a sneak peek at one of these cards that they're going to have in here, which I'm going to say the card. Hopefully you can understand by looking at this how amazing this card is. But it's a 3-mana card, a green-white and blue mana cost devotion called Broker's Ascendancy. It's an enchantment that at the beginning of your end step, you put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control and a loyalty counter on each planeswalker you control. So I imagine that there'll be more planeswalkers released in this set. Maybe the heads of each of these families will be planeswalkers, or maybe important figures will be that. So I look forward to seeing more. They're also doing a lot of different things with what they're releasing with the set. For one, our stores like us at Caffeinated Gamers will be actually be able to see this set and have you all come in and play with the set before you have it on the digital release. So we're getting our pre-release on the 22nd, and they're releasing it on, I think it's the 27th is the digital release of April. So you'll actually have a chance to play with us for the first time ever before you get to on Magic Online or Magic Arena. You can actually come into the store and play it, which is amazing. They're doing a few other new things with how they're structuring their pre-release kits. Each of the pre-release kits will be associated with a family, and then also their theme boosters. Each theme booster will be associated with a family, similar to what they did with Kamigawa with the Ninja set theme booster. So that's really exciting. Another thing that they're doing is each of the commander decks will be associated with the family. So instead of seeing 2 commander decks that we normally would see for each set, we're actually going to have 1 commander deck for each of the families, which I think is amazing. So I look forward to seeing that. They are going to release more information, so there's more to come. This is just our first preview of what it is we can expect, what sort of theme we can expect. So it really sets the tone for the set, and I can't wait to get more into Streets of New Capenna and this mobster taking over City of Angels. So I'll see you next time. We can go into this journey together and visit this new plane of Streets of New Capenna. I'll see you next time.